Hello, it's Etharal here, and today we are starting off a new Mount and Blade a Clash of Kings mod. The reason being, basically, when I've uploaded my mod for Pt.1, don't know what on earth it did. It completely screwed up with my game and basically caused me to have a load of issues in terms of corrupting save files and things like that, and wasn't letting me open it up in windowed and things such as that. So I have had to start again, unfortunately. We're going to start things a little bit differently though this time with Damian, and we are going to be actually getting these guys. We're going to start off as a mercenary troop. We're not going to move straight into the army. And so we are going to start off with our own force of Volantis guys, and to see how well they do actually manage to do this. Wow, this horse is really not responsive. Yeah, and we have no saddle or anything like that, so we're going in straight lines. The option is straight lines. That is what we have. So let's see how well this does actually go. I suspect, looking at it, that I've possibly, just maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, this horse is absolutely terrible. I really, really do not like this horse. No. Okay, come on. No. Okay, this horse, its maneuverability is terrible. I've set up this guy, basically, he isn't actually a noble this time or anything. So he is basically he was a guy, and I've managed to do a couple of fights, and we've managed to, from those few fights, managed to actually get ourselves set up with a horse. It was a very cheap horse. Well, cheap comparatively. Any of the horses in this game are not cheap, I can assure you of that. And so, it's, a case that, oh God, this horse is so bad. So bad. Come on. Come on, I hit him. Why are you taking so long? Get away, please, good God, get away. So there we go. We are going to try and see if we can't. There we go. We get up to some actual speed here now. Wow, our guy is so slow. Really, really slow. And so we are going to have to... There we go. Managed to take out a guy, and then basically... Yeah, we're not killing anybody anytime soon when we're riding this horse. I think that is safe to say. Ah, damn it. Okay, this horse, it's going to cause a few issues. My maneuverability is non-existent, basically. But yeah, so I've managed to get over to Volantis, so that's a positive. And then from Volantis, what we've managed to then do is manage to get ourselves this Dothraki unsaddled horse. I mean, it has no control. It is not a great horse in any way, shape or form. And it is, I mean, look at the turning circle and that. That is ridiculous. And so we're going to try. We're going to hope. And who knows? We might be able to get somewhere. I mean, I'm not personally actually betting on it, but you never know. And, oh, no, there we go. Damian managed to actually kill somebody. And it looks like our guys have been knocked unconscious. Great. So, the Volantis Lancers, they're still going. Admittedly, they are still going. They're not doing great, however. I think I've lost a few of them, or had a few of them get knocked unconscious, or something to that effect. And so we're going to try and swing back round. Let's hope that this manages to work. Apparently not. Apparently we are destined to forever just be pretty much waiting on the side of the battles of this guy. So, okay, so let's just try and get these guys. Basically, our aim is going to be same as last time. That we are going to hope to basically turn our guy into the actual scourge of the western lands, and then we are going to then take this land, and then instead we are going to go and we are going to take our guys, establish a mercantile empire and a horse sort of army, very similar to what Daenerys has done, established though as well a mercantile empire to support that force, and then from that we are going to move on and move into Westeros and see if we can't claim, who knows, maybe a little bit of the Iron Throne for us or something like that. Not likely, but you never know, we can try and certainly see how it goes. And there we go, we have managed to finally get this fight done, so let's see. We lost one guy, 3 wounded, not terrible. We managed to get a kill count ourselves of 3, and unfortunately it would seem that we have had no actual, no horses, which is a shame. I would have, not gonna lie, would have liked to have gotten a horse. There was some guys over here. Thankfully, we are incredibly quick. And let's improve ourselves. What should we do? I think we should improve. Reduces wages by 5%. So let's get the actual strength up. Okay. And so let's put this up as well. Pretty basic here. And I think we're gonna run back to Volantis though, and we're gonna try and see if we can't get maybe a better horse. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but you never know. We can try, certainly. And let's have a look. And do horse merchants, sell all of this, keeping the male headgear just until we can actually get something that we can, use that with. Well, once we get enough strength to be able to use it. And let's have a look at doing all of this, sell all of that, go to the horse merchants. What options do we have? Okay, so not a great deal, unfortunately. These are what I'm doing here, 13 maneuverability, so we really should try and get something along the lines of just anything that's saddled, to be perfectly honest. So speed, maneuverability is a lot higher. Yeah, that's, it's not really going to be very much use. So let's leave that, and let's come back out here and see if we can't find some others. So we're just going to wander around, basically going to try and focus on trying to find some slaves. So I shall be back in a minute once I have found something to actually fight. And so we are back. We have managed to finally find some looters. And so these guys, I kind of almost feel sorry for them. This is probably not going to go too well in their favour. I have managed to upgrade my guys, as you will see there. They now all look like actual Volantis troops. I almost feel sorry for them. Any one of them could probably kick me up and down, really. But, thankfully they're not going to. And so I'm just going to sort of hang back. And then I will just move in behind them later on. And so let's get this actual guy moving up, and also as well, let's see what we can try and do, and who knows, hopefully we might be able to get there in time to maybe be able to do something, and that's at least if our guys haven't gotten there first. You see, we do have the Camel Rider Volantis archers as well. We don't have as many as them. We're going to mainly focus on a melee force, but still never hurts to have some actual guys as well. And so, it's almost 9. When I get into the actual fight, I am almost tempted to want to just really actually look at maybe dismounting, working something like a dragoon force, so, ride into battle, and then once we finish riding into battle, then move, then dismount and then fight on foot. It's almost something I'm tempted to do, simply because of the fact that I haven't actually been able to do anything, because I can't get to anything, which is going to be a real problem. And so let's try and let's see what's we can get there. 13. Actually better than that. And so let's pick up all of this stuff here, and then we'll have some slight, hopefully better money, and we can try and maybe get a little bit further towards actually doing stuff. So let's head back to Valsia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am, at least. And then let's see what we do about trying to sell off all of these goods. Right, so let's see how much money we're going to get. Probably not enough, really, but I mean, we can hope. We can certainly hope. And okay, so not a terrible amount. I mean, it's covered our guy, but Cosa. And we don't have enough for that one. I wish we had enough for that one. I mean, I'd actually prefer the Cataphractic Warhorse, to be perfectly honest, but, we're probably not going to be getting that anytime soon. These are all, the horses really expensive. This one here, I mean, it's 2,500. This one, 3,900. So it's looking like we are going to have to be doing more than a few fights. And I was hoping that was going to be a potential fight that we could have been a part of there. Let's have a look. How's our party doing? Party doing fine. And escaped slaves. Yep, let's take down these escaped slaves. I think they're going to be a good target. They'll likely all be on foot. And so if they're on foot and we're on horses, they don't really stand too much of a chance. And the looters have joined their side as well. So, great. So, we have 16 against their 18. But we are all mounted. So that should be good. And yet again, we can watch all of our cavalry guys ride off into the sunset. Oh, great, we have to go up a hill as well. Right, that's not what this horse wants. This horse does not want to be trying to go up hills or anything like that. It's really not going to work for him. It's really, really painful, this horse. Really not something I wanted to be doing. But unfortunately, what choice do I have, basically? So let's get this going and steadily moving further and further across and at a reasonable speed now. I mean, not as fast as any of our actual guys, but faster than walking at least. So that is, I mean, that's kind of something. So one of the nice things about this mod is that the battles, you know, it's going to go really well with the battle size limiter, basically because of the size of the maps. They are a lot larger than any other ones that I have seen. Oh, are we gonna? Yes, we managed to kill somebody. So we've killed one person, a grand total of one. Let's see if we can steadily turn around. Yep, there we go. And try and take this. Yep, there we go. 2 guys dead. 2 guys. That's not a massive amount. And yeah, again, we're gonna have to try and wheel back around, going back around, and there we go. And oh, great, you. Let's see if we can. Come on, there we go. Managed to take him down. And did we? Yes, we did. And oh god, they're all I'm facing the wrong way for this guy. Right, there we go. We're finally getting there. Well, I say we're finally getting there. We're finally over to where the guy died when he did, you know, actually when he was already dead. So, not great there. Let's pick up all of this stuff. Again, not a lot of, you know, money in that really, but could be an awful lot worse. So we are going to get this all back and go back to Valasar again. And when we are back at Valasar, we should be able to sell all this stuff. Who knows, we can maybe at this rate get 2,000. That's, you know, probably what we're going to do, you know. It's going to be struggling to get, well, probably, yeah, struggling to get 2,000. So let's get all of this sold up and then we shall see how everything does go. So, yeah, we aren't at 2,000 yet, unfortunately. I wish that I was. And so let's try and see. I mean, this is going to basically be the options that we're going to have to do. We're going to just have to try and focus on getting some, you know, guys. And, oh, I can improve these. Let's get some elite lancers. So, yep, lancers, let's actually move them up and move them up. So, yep, there we go. We've got some better guys once again. And so then we have a force. They're going to be carrying us. Let's be perfectly honest there, really. They aren't going to be really able to benefit from us in any way, shape or form, unfortunately. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to, I think, skip ahead, it's safe to say, quite a fair bit, as I want to try and get it to a point where I can actually, you know, do some stuff on the horse and actually get a horse that is, you know, of some use. So I'll leave it there for the minute. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Etharal here at EGN. Do be sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the episode and want to see more of these, and I shall see you next time.